right. I appreciate that so much, Carlos. How y'all doing today? Yes, sir. All right. How y'all doing? My name is Dewan Matthews. I'm the founder and CEO of Let Dewey Build It, short for LDBI, transforming e-waste into community equity. You go ahead and change the slide for me. All right, so the founder's edge, right? So what I'm a south side of Chicago from the South Shore area, as I said earlier. you know, Southeast basically, and so what problem solving is a way of life. With food, with education, with technology, it's always problem solving. So I'm here to be that solution. And I have an engineering mindset. I had an early passion for mechanical systems and innovation. I remember when I was like in first, second grade, I'm like, man, I want to build, I want to create stuff. I want to be like on my Spider-Man stuff, y'all, if I know the reference. So that was kind of the timing that I was on, and even now I'm still on that type of time. And so I overcame a lot of different barriers, navigated and conquered structural inequities in higher education. That's being limited on education regarding mathematics, science, literature, and the whole nine. So I had to do the extra mile to get to where I need to be. And then I founded my business 2 years ago, right after my birthday in September. And I came up with the name, Let Dewey Build It LLC, to bridge technology gaps in undeserved communities. Go ahead and move the slide for me. So our mission: empower communities through technology and sustainability, turning e-waste into equity. Our core values: innovation, accessibility, sustainability, and empowerment. I would like to emphasize the empowerment piece, because my goal is to not just simply educate, but I want you to take my education and spread it across like a wildfire. Think of it like a seed, right? In normal cases, you would need a bee to pollinate the seeds to ensure that it can spread out. I want you all to be my bees, if that makes sense, right? I'm the flower, and I need you to absorb the pollen, essentially, the education, to get that metaphor clearly, and spread it out just beyond just this space. Go ahead to the next slide. Our identity is Black owned, Chicago based. That's pretty given, right? So here's our little history here. So I was founded again after my birthday in September 2023. Last year, we established our legal and financial compliance, self-sustaining operations. I was doing more business as far as developing websites for clients. And just recently, I want to say about a few months ago, I've recently updated LaShawn Ford, the state representative's website. He allowed for me to access his, what was he using at the time, his Wix site, go in and refurbish a lot of what he had going on that site. So I was very proud of that. And of course, I had several other clients. But now I'm taking a pivot. You go ahead and switch to the next side, huh? Yeah, what's up? E-waste? Oh yeah, I'm definitely ill. I'm happy you asked that. Thank you so much. Really, it makes me know I'm doing my job. All right, so boutique digital presence development. We specialize in building user-friendly, high-impact digital foundations for small businesses and entrepreneurs. As I mentioned before, I was building websites for clients. Now I'm taking it a step further, right? I'm taking technology of old and unused devices and changing it into a whole new lifestyle. And of course, I'm going to get into that. But again, business and entrepreneurs who lack the initial digital adequate knowledge, empowering them to compete professionally. So not just compete, but competing to stay ahead of the curve, if that makes sense. Go ahead to the next slide for me. So what is e-waste? As the brother over here asks, right? E-waste is short for electronic waste. Refers to any discarded electronic device or its part. For example, this right here is considered electronic, right? Or electronic part, if you think of the screen and other things behind it, right? And so if you throw that away, it's now considered e-waste automatically, because you didn't do much of a recycling process. You just threw it away in the trash. There's a process to just throwing away these type of machineries. See what companies should do, if I may, Dell, Lenovo, HP, they should have a system where the device is no longer in use or up to date enough, return it back. But instead, what people do, they just throw it in the garbage. You know what happens when you throw e-waste in the garbage? I'll let you know. So what counts as e-waste? As I've said before, as an example with this TV screen here, but there are a lot more. Refrigerator, washing machines, air conditioner, toasters, vacuums, vacuum cleaners, hair dryer, laptops, smartphones. I mean, the whole nine. You go to the next slide for me. So e-waste by the numbers, right? So why it matters. Here I broke down the percentage-wise of the impact of what happens when you just simply throw away just e-waste, right? Small equipment is the highest percentage because nobody take account things like, you know, this keyboard and the impact it has on the environment. And large equipment, like I mentioned before, a refrigerator or a TV screen or a washing machine, you know, and then temperature exchange equipment, you know, thermostats and thermometers and, you know, things like that that have these electrical components in it. And if you simply just throw it away and let it go through the trash chute process, it burns these fumes into the air. When that fume gets inhaled, it gives all these type of diseases, and it has this huge environmental impact, especially on the gardens and then people who lives in those areas. You can go, huh? Yes, Z, you already know, you know, and of course beyond that as well, just not that. You go ahead and go to the next slide for me. So the e-waste crisis, right? So in 2022, it was recorded 68.34 million tons. Okay, think of a freight train, right? And how much, you know, that's pretty much that. But you know, a freight train holds about almost this, well, not almost that much, it's way less than that. But just think of about, I'm trying to give you a metaphor to really give clear of the magnitude of this impact. It's like almost having 50 freight trains worth of just electronic waste being thrown away. That's almost the equivalent of what's happening. And so in 2023, it's projected that 90.39 million tons of e-waste will be just thrown out. And it makes sense, right? When you think about Samsung, when you think about iPhone, when you think about all these up-to-date, I mean, one is to be current companies, they take all these, you know, older parts and don't reuse them and just throw them out and just make new ones and make new ones and make new ones. How is that an intuitive cycle? That's why I'm trying to be that solution for it. And so the recycling rate in 2022, only 22.3% was formally collected and recycled. The remaining US $62 billion worth of metals was effectively lost.
So what is it like lost at? Like where?
Just burned in the trash. Precisely. There, I can't even give you a definite answer. You know.
Different country. They ship trash to China. I kind of get
China. It's making reference like when I was in the military, I was a weapons specialist. So like the technology integrated with the weapons, we got the control system. Anytime we had a malfunction with the computer system or the machine that tells you the distance from your target, instead of just throwing it out, we write off the paperwork, do a work order, and we send that back to HQ. They break it down if it's inserviceable and operable. They take whatever components, the chips, the wires, anything that's reusable, they salvage it for a repurposed system, or they try to put it together for another component.
That's what's supposed to be happening. You know, a lot of people have computers in a basement, in a garage, in a, you know, attic somewhere, just sitting there collecting dust, right? That's one aspect. People take things like this, throw it in the trash. Trash man picks it up. That trash goes into a, you know, a processing place that, you know, and then it goes to a landfill. That landfill, you know, it either burns or it just gets buried in the ground. Both ineffective ways of processing these type of devices. Okay. Next slide, please. So the rapid growth, right? So e-waste is the fastest growing waste stream globally. So not just a U.S. problem. This is around the world that we having this issue. And so with it being 62 million tons just in 2022, and that's what, 3 years ago. Think about what it is currently, right? And what it's about to be 5 years, 4 years from now, give or take, right? And so the valuable materials, a ton of smartphones contains 300 times more gold than a ton of gold ore. And I don't even know what a gold ore is. It's just part of my research. I should have probably, yeah, you know?
Yes, I do.
What's a gold ore?
Gold ore is just some of.
Yeah, the strip of gold. I appreciate you letting me know that. I love being educated. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember when they started getting out, they just started collecting all that.
I remember that. Yeah. So that should tell you, you know, the importance of that. And it makes sense, right? You got iPhone, what, the first iPhone, the iPods, you know, iPhone 6, the iPhone 8, well, 7, then the 7 Plus, then the 8, then the 8 Plus. You know? So with all that, we losing precious metals, copper, silver, polonium, rare earth elements. These are the materials utilized in these phones, in these components. And instead of just simply taking in, reusing the different parts that are usable, instead we just throw it away like it's garbage. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm fleshing out every piece that needs to be known, right? So lastly, hazardous substances: lead, mercury, cadmium. Well, I'm still trying to learn. I'm not much of a chemist, but I try my best. Cadmium, appreciate that. Brominated flame retardants. So that's there, right? It's the problem. Uh-oh. Oh my God, we got a jokester in the room, y'all. I love it. I'm here for it. Can you go to the next slide for me? So boom, the solution, right? So I have a live demo for you all of one of my devices that I've taken. This is a 2004 Dell Dimension 3000. It was built on November 11th of 2004. So this is almost as old as I am because I was born in 2001. And so being able to revive it is one of my heart. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to that part. Oh, yes, sir. And if y'all want to get up, if you can, of course, you can come closer and get a most close right here. Because I was thinking right here. So right here. What y'all think? Yeah. All right. So yeah. And if anybody got further questions, I'm open to answer while I'm setting up.
I'm down with the third gen tech rebound. That's what's up.
Yeah. Is it copper?
No, is that your copper? No.
Oh no. To build something that's a robotic in a sense. Of course, not as advanced as you would think of AI tool.
You just got
Oh yeah, I'm about to build right in front of y'all. I'm about to build right in front of y'all.
Everything over now. Once it boot up, what OS you gonna run?
It's Anti-X. That's the name of the OS. It's taking forever to load for some reason. The name right here is Anti-X 23.2. That's the version. So you see it went to 23 different versions. When y'all see something like 0.2, 0.5, it's the same level version. It's just a fraction of an update. Meaning that it was like little minimum features that was added. Think of it with ChatGPT, right? They have you can just chat, right? Now it's the very first part of ChatGPT. Now you can do voice recognition, and you can make videos, and you can make photos. Now it's at 5.2. That 5.2 is those extra additions they had. You went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4.
Fixing the bugs and all that.
There you go, yep. I'm a little nervous now. It's a little taking too long.
It's Linux.
No, I don't need internet.
It had to go through all 23 versions.
I'm gonna just restart it.
They weren't connected to any type of servers. It was a private server, private network, and everything was in that network. If you didn't get access to that network, there was no entry whatsoever.
That was how cybersecurity worked back in the day. So this right here is just showing the connection feed. Normally I'm at home on my own internet, so right here it's kind of weak. In the bottom right, y'all can see. So I'm going ahead and navigate. Now I can't really see. I'm gonna get my chest.
Make it work.
So, come on. I just wanna.
Do
Next
what
what I want to
that.
do, I want to show you all. Now that you see a live version, and you see I put my wallpaper there just to show
Yeah,
you.
I like that,
You know,
I like that.
this is something that I'm very passionate about and very ambitious about, and there's even more to show you all, right? So what's next, right? You got the computer working, you got everything looking right. What's next? Normally this wouldn't even turn on, right? So I have developed my own software. I call it TechBot. Okay, and so it's a offline friendly, as you know. Can you stretch over here?
You might have some.
Cause I can't see. How we gonna do this, man?
Move the TV behind you.
Move the tape
TV behind like turn that light off, so you can see.
I'm thinking y'all can see.
You can't use it now.
Move the TV back up.
I'm gonna do this.
Stretch your cord as far as you can.
This might be better.
Oh, there
Give
you go.
yourself some slack on that cord. It's twisted.
Which one?
Your mouse cord, unravel it so you got
Oh,
to
yeah,
stretch
you're right.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that. Okay, that's way better. Whew. Took me a minute. So right here, all my software that I have, this is just off recent though. Let me actually show you the folder. So what I have to do is go to home. Just like you would do on a regular Microsoft, you know, Windows version, you still have similar features, you know. And so now what I want to do is I want to go to my live USB storage. This is how I'm able to save a lot of what I do. Because what happens when you power off something like this, where it lives off of USB, if you don't save anything, it's lost. No, it's gone. Okay. So you have to put it on a specific folder that you will make yourself onto it. So next I'll go to my stuff. Right. I have 2 folders that I have for my demo, and then of course what I want to show you all. And I'm just so excited to be able to show the TV here. I'm sorry.
Big screen.
So I have a game I made, but right now focus is my AI tool that I created. So right here is all the programs that I did with it. What I want to do next is I want to go here. I want to open up the terminal. Okay. So now I have a live terminal, as you can see right there on the right. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to, if I can see it. Oh, the mouse keep disappearing. What the heck? So I'm trying to go to the top here. Enlarge that. So now what I'm gonna do is, it's just a terminal open. Where's the software? So I gotta run the software. So first, I gotta run what's it being used with, which is Python 3. If you want to familiar with Python, it's a programming language that allows for you to communicate with the computer to develop software to be utilized. It's Microsoft Docs. I mean, when you think about it, it's like how you play a game, it's dealt with Python. How you access browsers, that might be dealt with Python. How you access websites, that might have Python in it. Websites is built with HTML, CSS, so that's that thing, right? Python is something very similar to that, and there's other types too, Java and JavaScript. JavaScript is another version for websites. Huh?
What are you using to write your code? I do
Python.
programs. So.
Python.
No, I'm saying like for your code.
Oh, Visual Studio.
Okay.
Is that what you asked?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, I'm the same shit.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna run the file. As you saw what I had to do, I had to open up the folder that existed and then open the terminal. And otherwise I wouldn't be able to run it. If I open a regular terminal and just say the same thing, it's going, what are you talking about? Where's the file? So here's where you can see the file is. So I'm gonna do techbot.py, because that's the file name. Press enter. Hold on. Oh, it's because of the fuzz. Okay, I see what's going on. So what it is when I updated it, it don't have the version of, what's it called? Let me see if I can find another